I think a lot of people are very scared about it, but and you know, it does get us into some sticky situations at times. But it's a challenging way of doing business. But it certainly works for the customer, and it's working for us as well. Like we've changed a hell of a lot of stuff in the business over the last 2 years, 2.5 years. And in fact, I think we implemented one idea roughly about every 3 days on average. It really goes from very big changes in terms of changing our business model. So whereas in the beginning we simply had very sort of like set costs for, like in our case obviously we're a mobile company, so we just had set costs for text and minutes and internet. Now we're actually delivering packages, bundles of minutes and text, which is something that we never wanted to do, but it's something that our community really wanted. So you know, we obviously listened to them and implemented that, and so it's stuff that goes all the way to the core of the business in terms of what we actually offer, all the way through to small changes on the website, things they pick up on, even in terms of conditions, all the way through to, I don't know, like a little spelling mistake on your website.
A connected business is one that's more in tune with the business environment. It can anticipate changes before they happen, and you can get a lot of benefits from it. And there are benefits from being directly connected to your customers and listening to what they have to say. It can directly impact how you produce your products. There are benefits in really being in tune with, even on the public relations side, just understanding what sentiment is about your company. This morning, first article I read in the newspaper, believe it or not, a newspaper, not digital, was how Apple's coming to terms with the fact that they do have a human rights issue, and they have to deal with that, and they have to deal with that in a real-time environment. So the benefits are, those things add up to dollars. Protecting your reputation in the business world translates to money, either gained or lost. So there are direct financial ties to these things, and I think that not being connected, being disconnected, being a disconnected business, social business is the phrase, it's the phrase du jour, but really another way to look at it is the opposite of being a social business is being a disconnected business, and that's risky.
I mean, it's that ability to connect the different parts of your business. Most businesses end up ridiculously siloed. We've become bad at communicating with each other. Most of the written documentation in business is pretty anodyne and sanitized, and most people don't really know what the person in the next cubicle to them is doing. And in a very simple way, just having these tools allow them to have a better context for making decisions, and that makes them make better decisions. Once you've got that capability, then having a real connection with real customers becomes possible. I mean, I tweeted the other day that lots of companies aspire to be 2.0 outside the firewall when they're not even 1.0 inside it, and that causes tensions, because who's meant to respond to this conversation on the web? Whose responsibility is it? Whose connection, whose relationship is it?